Hello, hello. Game number 3. Knicks versus the Warriors. Warriors win the tip. It's Brooks Schoon driving the lane. Tyree Mosley pulls up for the first 3 of the game, as usual. No good. 1-on-1. Welcome back, KT Bobo. Warriors take it out of bounds. Tidwell, back to Schoon. He drives. On the face of Shea Carter, hits that down. Breaks open the scoreboard, 2-0 Warriors. Bergens loses the ball. Aaron Hall. A little double screen Tyree and Tidwell there. Tyree pushes off. Goes up for another 3. 1 for 2 on the day. Ty 3, Mo's 3. Bergens over to Carter. Over to Sean Ort. Drives on the right hand side. Got Brooks in his face. Rebounded by Tidwell. Hall to Tidwell. Over to Brody Gonzalez in the corner. Hits that. 8 lead already by the Warriors, the defending champions from our 2024 Fall League. Carter. 4-3. All good.
And bucket for the Knicks.
Mosley to Tidwell, finds Brooks at the top of the key. He drives, pulls back out for a 3 off the rim, no good. Rebound grabbed by Brody, but it looks like he stepped out of bounds before he could do anything with it. It will go over to the Knicks. 8-3 lead. Bergens to Carter. Drives from the left, but he went on a little trip there himself.
Traveling violation.
Got to get used to the carpet. As I've said for several seasons, I think every team should get 1 carpet travel per game. Just got to get used to it. Tidwell to Tyree. Tyree pulls up, no good. Rebounded by Mr. KT Bobo. Pushes it down. Tip through Tyree. Ends up in the hands of JJ Calvin. Cuts over to Bergens, who does not get that to fall. Aaron Hall with the rebound. He's got Sean and Bergens on him hard. Brody from the corner hits that 3! From 8-3 to an 8-point lead. KB with the big pass over to Carter, over his head.
We're going the other way. Heavy Warrior ball.
Warrior ball. Game 3 of our spring 2025 season. So far today, the Hornets beat the Celtics, and we had the Grizzlies pull out over the Thunder in the last game.
And it will stay with the Warriors.
As the ball stays now with the Warriors. Tidwell to Gonzalez, drives on the left-hand side, kicks it back out to Tidwell. Is he going to go for the 3? He does. 1, 2, 3, boom! Walt missed the quarter 3, boom, but I got it for you. 3-14. Pie score. Gonzalez on Bergens. Pulls up from the free throw line. Gets that to fall.
Bergens with the bucket inside.
There on Hall. 2. Bringing it up. Grabs the screen from Tidwell. Finds Tyree at the top of the key. Ort is on him. Tough defender. High shooter. I like the matchup. As Tyree breaks the screens. Hits it up. Rebounded by Aaron, who finds Tidwell crossing under the lane. Gets it back in just in time. one. He's got the... And he gets it to fall at the shot clock buzzer. Ort. Blocked by Schoon. Ends up in the hands of Calvin. Picked off by Brody. Tipped into Tyree. He pulls up. Nope. Thinks about pulling up from the volleyball line. Finds Brody in the corner. No good. Carter pick up the rebound. Over to Bobo. Sorry I keep saying your name like that, KT. I just missed you. He was on the Spurs last time he was playing, which, for anyone who doesn't know, I am the sibling of the coach of the Spurs. So seeing KT Bobo back here warms my heart as he loses the ball, and it ends up in the hands of Aaron Hall. Kicks it over to Brooks Schoon, pulls up from the 3. Beautiful hit. And it will turn into a Knicks timeout. We'll be back. Oh, well, welcome back. 14-14 left in the first half. Knicks have the ball. Casey pulls up, no good. Rebounded by the Warriors. Brody Gonzalez hits it all the way down to Miko Sullivan for his first entrance of the game. First entrance of the season. And he goes right to the line. Miko Sullivan Sr. Does not get the first one to fall. Warriors do have a 14-point lead at the moment. 19-15, 19-5. Just give him a little bit more credit. Carter with the rebound. All the way down to Ort. Nice pretty little spin move. Can't get it to fall. Bunch of Warriors going after it. And it ends up in the hands of Casey. He's got Brooks Schoon on him. Hands. Tidwell goes up for the block. Does not get it. And gets Lamani Casey his first points of the day. Tyree from his normal volleyball line. Air ball. He's got to get back into the gym. This gym. Or the regular gym. I don't know what you did in the off-season, Ty. KT Bobo. Crosses half court. Drives the lane on the right-hand side. No one in front of him. Brooks ends up with the rebound. Long pass intended for Brody. Stolen by Bergens, who's going to drive the lane for himself. Kicks it out to Carter. No good. Sean Ort goes for it, but knocks it out of bounds. And it'll be Warrior ball. Tidwell over to Tyree. Goes for the 3. In the face of Carter. 22-7. Warriors up over the Knicks. Bobo pulls up, drives on the right-hand side. Finds Carter at the top of the free throw line. Does a little spin, goes up for it, knocks that down.
Inside from Shea Carter.
Brody crosses half court, gets it to Tidwell. Looks for Schoon cutting under the basket. Casey down to Short. Ort. Sean Ort. Was not not short, but that's a fun little nickname there for you, Shawnee. Warriors still up, 22-11. Schoon grabs the screen from Tidwell, goes up from the top of the key, and gets that to knock.
Jumping over the top for the book.
3 points for the Warriors. Casey for 3.
Money Casey. Boom.
Tyree to Tidwell. Pulling a couple of screens. Brody ends up the top with it. Bergen's on Gonzalez. Casey trying to pick the pocket of Tyree Mosley. He heads back to the corner. No good. Rebound picked up by Sullivan. Put back and is good. Making this a 13-point game. Casey brings it up on the right-hand side. Goes up for the 3 himself. Gets that buddy to knock. Brings it to a 10-point game. 27-17. Tidwell with a long 3. Can't get that one to fall. Rebounded by Bergens. He looks up, hoping to get something quick before he's pulled into the corner. Finds Sean Ort under the basket, goes up for a little baby tip, doesn't get that to fall. Rebounded by the Warriors. Tyree thinks about it, kicks it over to Gonzalez, loses his footwork. Little poke by Casey, and it will stay Warriors ball. Under 10 in the first half of the 3rd game of the day. Welcome back to K1 Sports. We have missed you. I hope you had a wonderful Christmas, blessed New Year, and we're just happy to have you back. Defending champions, the Warriors, are taking on the New York Knicks. Currently up by 10, 27-17. Mason. Over to Mosley. Behind the back pass to Schoon. Loses it.
And it'll be Knicks ball.
Out of bounds on either Tyree or Brooks. It's in my blind spot, but it ends up Knicks ball. Casey backing down Tyree, goes up for the high 3, gets that to fall.
And
2 in a row.
bucket, Money Casey.
Schoon through the defenders at the volleyball line himself. I'm sure he's thinking about it. The Warriors love to take their long shots as Tyree takes one of his own. Does not get it to fall. Out of bounds, tipped by Bergens, and it will be Warriors ball. Mason to Schoon. Sean Ort is in his face. His hands are everywhere. No good from Tyree, and it will be Knicks ball. Bergens, former 76er, with a kick in from J.J. Calvin, former Laker. Bergens pulls up with it, hits another 3, and makes this a 4-point game. Warriors are starting to run away with it a little bit.
Foul be assessed to number 31, Brooks Schoon. That'll be his first foul. Team first. We're going the other way.
Tyree is running around. He got Calvin. Tyree 4-3. Calvin got a little tip on it, it looked like. It was rebound by Bergens. He's got JJ under the basket. Sullivan puts his hands up on it. Bergens finds him down, and the Knicks take the lead, 28-27. They were down by 14 at one point, and they have pulled up to the lead. Tyree goes for another 3. He's been kind of cold from the 3-point line. Bergen's down to Ort, goes down and extends this lead 30-27. And that causes a Warriors timeout, and we will be back in a minute. Welcome back from the half. Warriors ball. 6.5 left to play the first half. Schoon for 3. Gets that bad boy to fall. Warriors are very heavy three-point shooters, and they're not getting a lot to fall, so that's something they got to work on if that's how they're going to keep playing this game. The Knicks. Casey Carter. No good. Tyree with the rebound. Schoon, no good. Bergen's with the rebound. He looks like he's going to try to slow it down, start something up. Tie game, 30-30. Knicks go up for the 3, which is no good. Rebounded by the Warriors. Hall. Looking for someone. Tyree trying again. He's hit 1 for 5, I believe. Gibbs loses control of his feet, ends up inbounds, out of bounds, turns the ball over, and it is the Warriors' ball. Monzel Mason will be taking it out. Finds Miko over in the corner. He drives the lane a little bit. I think we got a push-off foul on Casey.
Technical foul assessed to number 7.
It is on Casey. Tyree Mosley will be shooting 2 technical free throws. Hits 1. 1 point game. 31-30. Tyree thinks about it. He's driving, running into Bergens, who gets his hand out and fronting Mason, who hits the 3. Casey's running in and around, trying to get Tyree off of him. Drives the lane on the left-hand side, does draw the foul from Sullivan, and he will be going to the line for 2.
Foul will be assessed to number 22, Tyree Mosley. That'll be his first foul, team second.
Misses the first. Casey hoping to hit number 2. And he does. 3-point game. 34-31. Warriors up. Warriors ball. 3:15 left in this half. Sullivan drives on the left side, kicks it out to Mason. 2 in a row from the corner.
Mason.
Trying to end this half with a little bit of momentum. Casey.
Layup in the basket.
KT. The 1 looks like a 7. So KT and Casey, there's a strong chance I'll be mixing you guys up because of your numbers, not because of who you are. And out of bounds on the Warrior, goes over to the Knicks. Gibbs to Bobo. Bobo to Casey. Gonzalez in his face. Casey doesn't seem to mind. He's driving on the left-hand side, but he kicks it out to Carter. Doesn't get that to fall. The rebound is picked up by Bobo, who tries to pass it out. I thought he was going to grab the travel, but it ended up with a foul. Carter into Casey. Gonzalez goes in for a tip. Casey does not hit the three. Warriors ball. Screen from Tidwell. Carter with his hand up in Tyree's face, who is still a little chilly. He took his notes from outside. He's a little cold. JJ Calvin driving the lane with his right and left feet. Almost loses his footing. Wonderful job keeping his foot planted and is able to knock that down, making it a 2-point game. 37-35 with 1:15 left to play in the first half. Bobo on Tidwell, about a foot difference between the two of them. As Nico drives on the right-hand side into the arms of Bobo. Less than a minute to play. 2 shot clocks left. Bobo kicks it out to Calvin. Thinks about it with Sullivan on him. Ends up driving, kicks it out to the left. Gibbs to Bobo. Back to Gibbs. He thinks about it. He pulls up. Air ball. And back to the Warriors. The shot clock is off. 26 seconds left. Kick out to Mason. Tyree asking for it at the volleyball line. Sean Ort goes in for the foul. Little tickle on Mosley there. Forced into an out of bounds instead of a shot. Ort on Tyree. Gets that one to fall. 3, 2, 1. Is KT going to get it off? Looked nice. Didn't finish. We will be going into the half. Warriors up 41-35.
Warriors have a lead.
We will be back in about 3 minutes. Welcome back from halftime. I missed you these last 3 minutes. Thanks for coming back. It will be the Knicks ball. Warriors won the tip. 41-35. Warriors in control. Knicks in control of the ball. Bergen's over to Carter. He takes one step inside, a little bit of a drag, but gets that off. No good. Rebounded by Schoon. He drives the lane, kicks it out to Tidwell on the left hand, who gives it to Tyree. Drives the lane himself with a nice left hand over to Tidwell. Gets it back to Brooks. They are testing me right now. No good. Rebounded by Bergens. He's got Brooks and Tyree on him. Over to Carter, who finds KT. Bergens ends up with it in the middle of the key. Tidwell just stands there with his long arms, making it work. Turn over. Mosley.
Foul will be assessed to number 0. Sean Ort. That'll be his first foul. Team first. Sorry, second foul. Team first.
Calvin for three. Corner three, boom.
And J.J. Calvin. Boom.
5-point game. Warren tries to scrape it through Tidwell. Gonzalez for three.
And
Beautiful hit.
Gonzalez.
Bergens to Carter. Bobo on the left-hand side goes up for the midi.
And KT
Off
Bobo says
the backboard. 6-point game, 46-40. Warriors up. Warriors with the ball. Tidwell to Aaron, back to Tidwell. Tyree comes through for the cut, goes for the three. No good. Brooks with the rebound, backing down Ort. Ort's got his hands up. He is ready to go. Great defense by Ort. Able to get KT the rebound. Pulls up for the three. No good. Rebounded by Hall. Two. Tries to pass it to Tyree, who was not looking. Luckily, Brooks was paying attention and was able to save it. Gets it back to Tyree. Finds it himself, driving it through the left-hand side, and knocks it in. 8-point game, 48-40. Bergens drives the lane into three Warriors. Kicks it out to Carter, who loses control of it. Setting it back up. Bobo to Calvin. Calvin from the top of the key. No good. Tipped by Schoon. Ort thinks about going for it, but Schoon hit it last, so he is letting it go. Stays with the Knicks. Bergens for three. Bergens for three.
Bergens for deep. Boom.
We got ourselves a 2-point game. No, they're going to get there. 5-point game. There it is. That's right. It's Tyree backs down Bergens. Gets a little run at a foul. Knicks pick it up quick. Carter to Casey. To Ort, back to Casey. He's got Tidwell and Tyree trying to drive it through him. Hits it on the left, no good. Rebounded by the Warriors, but they do call a foul on the Knicks.
Foul will be assessed to number 15, J.J. Calvin. That'll be his first foul, team second.
Gonzalez bringing it up on the right. Bobo meets him at the key. Hall to Tyree. Casey's on Tyree, knowing that he is only driving the lane today. He can't pull up from three, as he does, and still does not get it to fall.
And it will be Knicks ball.
Ends off the feet of Brody Gonzalez. The wonderful miscolored feet. Ort drives from the right-hand side, runs into Brody, and Brody gets the charge. No good on the shot. Warriors ball. Latrell draws an offensive foul on Sean. It looks like he just backed into him a little bit. Knicks ball, down 7. Just under 14 left to play in the game. Bergens backing down Brody. Little push off, goes up for the 3. Nicely done. He is playing a game, folks. It's keeping him in the game. That's Calvin's playing great defense. Miko to Tyree, off of the foot of someone. Little mix-up under there. Ort ends up with it. Finds Calvin in the corner. No good. Ort gets the rebound. Goes up by himself. Tipped by Brody, doesn't get it in, so Ort grabs his own rebound again and does get that one to fall. 2-point game. 50-48, 13 left. Anyone who just joined us, welcome back to K1. We are in Game 3 of Week 1 of Season 9. You may have noticed that we are wearing t-shirts. We are doing a throwback in memory of our first league 364 years ago. It was just t-shirts, red versus blue. And we're looking at how far we've come and giving a big thanks to Mr. John Henschel, our commissioner. We miss you. Hope you're killing it in the DR and all the help that you still continue to give us. So we're doing a little t-shirt honor. 50-48, back to the game. Knicks up, Knicks down, Knicks ball. Calvin tips it out, ends up Warriors ball. Tyree slowing it down. Tyree for another three. Can he get it? Man, I'm curious what the stat's going to be. I know he hit one. As Bobo drives the lane. Can't get it to fall. Casey and Carter ends up with it over to Bergens. Passes it to Bobo. Ort's getting stuck between three Warriors. Brody ends up on top of him. Carter down to Bobo. Finds Casey in the corner. No good. Carter grabs it and knocks it in with two hands, tying this game. Make a wish. We have 11-11 left with a tie game. Brooks dumps it down to Tidwell.
To Latrell Tidwell.
Bergen's met by Brody. Little bounce pass down to Carter, no good. Tipped out by Casey was the last one to touch it. Warriors ball. 2-point game, Warriors up. 10.5 left. Anyone who missed the beginning of the day? Game 1, Hornets over the Celtics. Game 2, Grizzlies pulled out from under the Thunder. They were losing the whole game and ended up winning by a nice little cushion there. Tyree drives the lane on the left-hand side, doesn't get it to fall, but gets the foul, and will go to the line.
Foul will be assessed to number 24. 44. Miles Gardner, that'll be his second foul, team 4.
Hits that. Extends the lead to 4. Bergen's bringing it up. Grabs the screen from Casey's, met back with Mosley. He's running into 3 Warriors. Finds Carter in the corner. No good. Rebounded by Schoon. Warriors pushing. Tyree grabs the screen from Tidwell. I know he wants to pull up again. He has faith in himself, and he's just wanting to knock one down. But instead dumps it down to Tidwell, who goes in through the lane. Does not get it to fall, but does get the foul. Back to the line.
Foul will be assessed to number 44, Miles Perkins. That'll be his second foul. Team 5th.
One for 2. Bergens with the ball. Drives all the way to the lane. Meets Tidwell. hits that anyway. 3-point game, 55-52, 8:20 left. Ty's going for another three. He gets his second one of the day. One at the beginning, one towards the end. That's what we like to see. Casey DeBergens pulls up for a long three on his own. No good. Tipped and almost picked up by Casey, but it is grabbed by Tidwell. He picks it up. Tyree in the corner. I think he might have woken up. I think Mosley might have woken up. Casey says, I can do it too. Bank's open.
And the answer back from Lonnie Casey.
Tidwell to Brooks. Or playing with his hands. Brooks for three. Knocks that in. Extending the lead to 9. 64-55, 7 left. Or driving the lane with his right hand. No good. Tips his own rebound, but is not able to recover it. Tie for three. 3 in a row. And my favorite thing in the league is when Latrell Tidwell gets going, when Tyree Mosley gets going. It's pure love. And we will be back in a minute. Welcome back. Knicks ball. Or into Bergens. Bergens grabs the screen from Casey. Pulls it over to Carter in the corner for a nice little midi. 2 points. Tidwell almost gets away with the travel. Tyree for three. Hit the Jets, rebounded by Schoon. Driving the baseline with Ward on his left. Able to put up and under and in the basket. 69-57. Ort picking up speed. Pulls up from the free throw line. Does not get that to fall. Tidwell with another rebound. He kicks it down to Brooks, who's going to pull up for three himself. No good. Rebounded by Carter. Gets it over to Casey. Gibbs loses control on his pass to Casey. Tyree with another three in the face of Miles Bergens. I don't know what he did on that timeout, but whatever it did, it woke him up. Casey driving on the left, blocked by Nico. Stay Knicks ball. .5:10 left of this game. We got a technical foul. At the line is Lamani Casey, shooting the two, making the first. 14-point game.
Technical foul was assessed to Miko Sullivan Sr.
Miko gets an intentional foul, technical.
That'll be his first.
Gives the Knicks the shots and the ball back. Carter to Casey, over to Bergens. He thinks about it, takes a step, thinks about it again. No good. Tidwell with the rebound. Grabs the screen from Mason. Carter is... Casey is all up in there. Hands, feet, anything he can get.
It'll be Knicks ball.
Casey to Carter. Drives the lane on the left-hand side. Gibbs passes it over to Bergens, goes up from the free throw line, gets that to fall.
Miles Bergens with the lead.
Breaking the lead to 12. Tidwell playing point today, or at least this half. Over to Tyree. A little bit of a little fancy footwork. Sorry about missing that last. I was watching that back, folks. Casey's got this back. Tidwell to Gonzalez, who goes up for the corner three. No good. Rebounded by Brody Gonzalez. Goes up. Goes to kick it out to Mosley. A little too strong, out of bounds, and it will be the Knicks ball. Just under 3 to play. 12-point game. Defending champions, Golden State Warriors, are taking on the New York Knicks. Casey driving on the right-hand side, takes it on through the left. 2 points, 10 game.
And bucket inside for the Knicks. It's a 10-point game. 2 minutes and 36 seconds remain in the second half of the Warriors versus Knicks.
This game's getting loud.
Isolation situation.
Casey on Tyree. He's been in his face all game. Kicks it over to Mason. Finds Tidwell at the top. Casey on Tyree. 2-1 on the shot clock. Gets that to fall. Tyree woke up for sure. Tipped by Trell, ends up in the hands of Mosley, who kicks it all the way down to Scoon, gets it tipped by Ort, off on Ort's fingers. Warriors ball. Mason has it. Brooks sees no one. Takes it down the line, up and under. Beautifully done, all by himself. And it is tipped again by Tidwell. Gets it over to Gonzalez. Goes to pull it up for a oopie, but it turns into an oopsie. Brooks Scoon gets it down. And draws the foul.
44, Miles Bergens, that'll be his third foul. Team 6. Brooks Scoon at the line, shooting 1.
Brooks is making it a 3-point play. 1:19 to go in the game. Defending champions Warriors are up 82-65. If you missed the beginning of the day, Hornets over Celtics, Grizzly over Thunder. And let's see how this game shakes out. 83-65, 1:10 left. Brody to Brooks, no good. Stolen by Casey. He's got Mason on him. He's driving the lane. Doesn't get the ball to fall. Gets the foul. They're gonna keep the clock running now. So it is we have a 15-point rule. Under 2 minutes, we stop the clock if the game is within 15 points. And as of right now, it is not. So we are running the clock. Casey misses his first. Hits the second. Tidwell is got a big old smile on his face. No shot clock. 15 seconds. Mason with the ball. He's driving on the left. Passes it to Tidwell. Over back to Mason, who takes a long three. Hits that bad boy to end this game. Or, well, let's see. Is Ort going to pull up from the volleyball line? Is he going to get it? No good.
The ball game, guys. Final score is 86-66. The Warriors.
As you can hear, the Warriors have won this game. Move on to 1-0.
Versus the Wolves.